How many of your customers have just an okay experience and they never told you? You have no idea they just had an okay experience. My name is Jerry Bierman. I'm the owner of Alluring Glass, and we make these videos for our friends that lead and own businesses, and primarily in the residential trades, so we can learn from each other. And Alluring Glass, we don't have it all figured out, but we're in process. I've been at this for 17 years, and while I don't want my guys to feel like lab rats, I feel like our business is a laboratory. And one of the things that we were talking about in our huddle, I just got out of the meeting with our staff, is like feedback. It's like, if it's really awesome, maybe they give you a 5-star review and they tell you how awesome you were. If it was really crappy, maybe they tell you. But it's like the clients in between that were just okay experience where you didn't even know. Like, they didn't tell you a couple of the areas that you could have done just a little bit better. And my point this morning is that, like, that doesn't help us. It doesn't help our team if we don't know little areas that we could get better. Now, I understand that, one of the reasons that we don't ask people is because it gives complainers a chance to complain. But, in a small sampling this morning, we were thinking like 10 or 20% of your customers might be complainers. Well, what about the other arguably the other 80% that they're good people, just like you guys are, just like your team is, good people. And if they gave you a little bit of feedback, it would have really helped. And so I modeled this at the end of the meeting. I took one of my nicest guys, Daniel, and I said to Daniel, I said, "Hey Daniel, and this is in front of our entire staff, right? So 25 guys and gals sitting around our Monday morning huddle, 30-minute huddle, is I said, "Hey Daniel, can you think of like one area, just like one simple, could be substantial, could be, insignificant area, one area that I could do better leading these Monday huddles." Like, you've been a part of these Monday huddles for several years now, right? Hundreds of Monday huddles. What's one area that you think, Jerry, if Jerry just got a little bit better at this, it would really help, or a lot better at this? Can you think of one area? And I'll bet I asked him similar cadence, similar sincerity, tone of voice. I'll bet I asked him 5 times. And he was uncomfortable. He's a very nice man. And he said, "Yeah, there's one thing I think you could do better is land the plane." And he's right. He's right. I could 100% right. I could land the plane. And we talked about that, how uncomfortable it was for Daniel to say that. And he's right. It's good feedback for me to land the plane. And if I just had the willingness to, with sincerity, ask. So we talked to our staff about that today. It's like, man, what if we addressed our customers the same way, with sincerity, and said, "Hey, is there one, could be substantial, could be insignificant, area that I could get better, that we could get better, that would really help us?" So anyway, food for thought this morning as we look to, again, attract, train, and retain great talent in our companies. Getting feedback is really, really important.